Good evening, and welcome to Rookie Sports Bar and Grill. Talk to Me Sports Radio Network presents My Thing Is This. Here's a funky introduction to who I am. Tell your mother, tell your father, send a telegram. I am your host, Raymond Bennett, and my main man to my right, the one and only
Kevin Dixons, the host of the most, coming to you from Talk to Sports Radio, Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. Small city with a large heart. Ray, let's get it going, brother.
All right, we've got some topics for My Thing Is This. And here's the number one topic we're going to start off with. People who stayed too long.
Too long.
Be it in sports, as an agent, as a manager, as an owner, as a player, as a bat boy, ball boy, whatever, you stayed a little bit too long. Two people I'm going to hit off real quick. Number one is Marvin Lewis. Marvin Lewis, you've been with the Bengals for over, I'm going to say 10 years, maybe a little bit more than that. You haven't won any playoff games, Marvin. You play to win the game. You're good in the regular season, but that's not where your money's made. Your money is made in the playoffs, and you haven't won anything. You stayed too long. I think you got some pitches on the owner, but that's just me. The second person I'd like to talk about is Rick Pitino. Rick Pitino, the guy who said Larry Bird isn't coming through that door, McHale's not coming through that door, and Parrish is not coming through that door. But on a cold night several years ago, you locked those doors as you had your way with a lovely young lady and your assistant watched the doors for you. Scandal. You apologized. You said it didn't mean to happen. Now you're involved in another scandal at Louisville. Players who were visiting, recruiters who were visiting your campus were met with allegedly lady escorts for some good time. The scandal broke. People are fired. You still have your job. I don't know how that works out, but you're saying that you didn't know anything about it. You're not involved in any of it. When the whistle blows and everything, the dust clears. They're gonna find you innocent of all these allegedly charges. But I think it's time. You stayed way too long. I think it's time for you to go through that door.
Mine stayed too long. I only got two people. Just two. One is Jeff Fisher, the head coach of the new Los Angeles Rams. He's been there about approximately 8 years, I think, Ray. But they've been 7-9, 8-8, 6-10, 4-12, and the offense just ain't changing. They got a dynamite running back by the name of Ty Gurley, we'll talk about later on. But he need to revamp their offense because he's been there way too long. He got an offense that goes back to the 1980s. Fisher, don't get the job done now, you're gone because you've been there way too long. Jimmy Boeheim, the head coach for the Syracuse Orangemen, disrespected a young man on his team by saying, if I had somebody else to play, I'd have played him instead of playing him. And this guy is the leading rebounder for that team. He don't start, but he's the leading rebounder for that team. But the thing about it is what bothers me the most about it is that when you have a team, you keep things in-house. You don't go to the media and talk about a young man that's there to get an education and play basketball because as a parent, I sent my child there to make sure that he'd be taken care of and not being criticized or ridiculed by the head coach. So, Jimmy Boeheim, you've been there too long. Ray?
Our next segment is called That's What We're Doing Now. That's what we're doing now. NFL. Some of the new rules that you've put in place. 2 personal fouls and you're out the game. Well, hey, maybe it's me. I could be wrong. Holding can be considered a personal foul. Chop blocking is a personal foul. Clipping is a personal foul. Grabbing the face mask is a personal foul. This is football. Football. Just give me the 15 yards. But now you're going to take it so seriously you're going to throw me out the game for that? Whoa. That's what we're doing now? That's all I got on that one, Kev.
That's what we're doing now. Anthony Davis has been shut down for the rest of the season because he has a soldier injury that's been there for 3 years. And now he got a bad knee. But my thing is right here. He scored 52 points this season. 52. 5-2. 52 points this year in a game, and his shoulder's messed up, but you're going to shut him down. Is it because you're not in the playoffs? Playoffs. You know what I'm saying? Is that what we're doing now? Shutting down a guy that scored 52 points? I don't know, Ray. I don't know. Wow. Also, excuse me, all of the Kentucky Wildcat basketball team players could be eligible to be in the NBA draft. How is Calipari going to handle this if they all go in the draft? Now, they say you come to the draft, they see you work out, they give you a card, stay or go. So maybe some will go, some will stay. But all the players, is that what we're doing now? To go to the NBA? Ray, is that what we're doing now?
That's not funny, so don't you dare laugh. As we transition into our next segment. This ain't funny, so don't you dare laugh. Phil Jackson allegedly was thinking about it. Rumors had spread that he was coming to coach the Knicks only their home games, not their away games, only their home games. Well, one person who didn't find this funny at all was Carmelo Anthony. He said, stop it, because this ain't funny. And he wasn't laughing. That's who I have on this segment of This Ain't Funny, so don't you dare laugh.
My segment on This Ain't Funny, so don't you dare laugh, I got to go with Dwight Howard, the funny man of the NBA. Don't take nothing seriously at all. Ray, he had stickum on his hands to play basketball. We all know that stickum is illegal in the NBA since 1972. But he says, I thought you could use it. But the NBA ain't going to do nothing about it. But stickum? Really? Dwight, come on, man. We know better. I know better. Everybody else know better. But you just told the whole world that you don't know better. You know what I'm saying? Then I got Steve Alford, the head coach of UCLA Bruins, wrote a check. Got his pen out. Wrote out a check for $2.5 million to give back to the University of UCLA because he said, I'm not doing a good job. But you know why he gave the money back? Because he thought he was going to get fired. So don't you just laugh because that ain't funny now, Ray. I just don't understand it.
The next segment we roll into is I'm Just Saying. I'm just saying. You fumbled in New York. You threw interceptions in Philadelphia. And now you're the starting quarterback for the Denver Broncos.
Super Bowl champions.
Mark Sanchez. You got a great agent, Mark, because you keep landing on your feet, brother. You keep landing on your feet, and I don't understand it. I'm just saying. Maybe it's just me. I don't get it. My second, I'm just saying. This is my second one. Adam LaRoche. Adam LaRoche, you signed a contract with the Chicago White Sox last year for $25 million. Your first year with the White Sox, you had about 10 home runs, maybe hit about 250, maybe drove in about 50 RBIs. You had a terrible season. You took that money. You didn't give it back. Took that, pocketed it. You also had your son in and out the locker room, in the clubhouse. You took him on trips, all of that. Where is child welfare? Where's child welfare? Nowhere to be found. I'm just saying. Now, you continue on this year when the White Sox says, we're not doing that. That was last year. We're not going to have your child in and out. 14 years old, should not be around grown men, in the clubhouse at all. So guess what you do? Like a spoiled brat, I quit. You just quit. Now, I could just imagine the conversation in that house. Honey, I'm home. What are you doing? Aren't you supposed to be in spring training? No. Me and little Adam decided we had enough. What? Yeah, we just turned back $13 million. We gave it away. I could just see grabbing him by his ear. You know, when you were small, you did something stupid. Your mom grabbed you by the ear, got you in the car, and said, we going over to Miss So-and-so's house, and you're going to apologize. And you better hope she accepts you. You better hope the White Sox take you back. Come on. Don't you say nothing. Ooh. Adam LaRoche, $13 million. You walked away from it because you didn't want your child. They didn't want your child to be in the clubhouse, and you said you wasn't having that. If that's not crazy, I don't know what crazy is. I'm just saying.
I'm just saying also. The Cleveland Browns just signed RG3. And they're probably going to draft another quarterback. So that means that's two quarterbacks on the team that hadn't played yet. That number is 20-some quarterbacks since 1999. Offensive line is decimated. You lose two offensive linemen. You lose a tackle in the center. and RG3 signs with the Cleveland Browns. I'm just saying, I'm a Browns fan, but I'm just saying I don't understand it. I don't understand it at all. Why would you do that? I don't know. What is going on in Cleveland? I just don't understand it. I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? But now we're going to go talk about LeBron James. The coach / GM / owner of the Cleveland Cavaliers, who said, I want to be the first billionaire player to ever play in the NBA. But I'll take a pay cut if I can play with Melo, CP3, and Wade, his boys, his pals, his friends, his chums. Ray, I'm just saying. We're going to take a pay cut. I'm just saying, Ray.
That leads into our next segment. Where they do that at? Where they do that at? For my family and loved ones down in New Orleans, where they do that at? My first where they do that at is DeAndre Jordan. You're 7'1". A dress and a blonde wig as you run down the steps saying they stole my rings. Where they do that at? My second where they do that at, Todd Gurley. In the Jolly Rancher commercial, you're wearing a tutu. Where they do that at? That must be an L.A. thing. I'm just saying, I got family out there in L.A. I'm just saying, where they do that at?
Where they do that, I had to go far, far away from the United States. I got on a little boat, across the seas, Atlantic Ocean, and I went to France. And I found out in France that they have elephant polo. How you tell the elephant to giddy up, to hit that ball? Ray, where they do that at other than France? But where they do that at?
Our final segment of the show is called Shots Fired. And in the previous segment, I took a shots fired at Pando Salvador, the Kung Fu Panda. But you know what? I'm not going to do that, Pam. I'm going to go after somebody who came in here last night and said some things, some mean and ornery things to me about the greatness of one Hakeem Olajuwon. Now, I like Hakeem, but no way, no how is Hakeem Olajuwon better than Wilt Chamberlain, who averaged 50 points a game for a whole entire season. No way is Hakeem better than Kareem Abdul-Jabbar with 6 championships and about 7 or 8 MVPs. No way in the world is Hakeem better than than Bill Russell with all those championship rings. So my shots fired is for Abdullah Schooler. Wherever you are, Abdullah, this is for you. Where you at? Come see me. Come see me, Dula. Brooklyn, look out for shot for Brooklyn saying, boop, 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 boop.
Wow. Shots fired from me. Being a Cleveland Brown fan, you know I got to do something with Pittsburgh. Martavis Bryant smoking the weed. W-E-E-D. Weed. Was he in the car with Cheech and Chong, better known as Bell and Blunt, last season, smoking the weed? I don't know. But he's losing $20 million, ladies and gentlemen. $20 million because he smoked the weed. I don't understand that at all. I really don't understand him smoking the weed for $20 million. You know how many people you can feed with $20 million? But, you know, to each his own. And I want to give my condolences out as I give out some shots fired to the Sixers, the Lakers, the Nets, the Suns, and the Timberwolves for not being in the playoffs in 2016. Shots fired, Ray, I'm just saying.
And this is the first episode of My Thing Is This. I'm Raymond Bennett.
Kevin Dixon, and we're live here at Rookie Sports Bar and Grill in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. Small C with a large heart. Doing what we do, how we do it. See you on the flip side. We're out.
You know what I mean? World's greatest 5-footer back up in your shit. Check it. Let me ask you. Who these cats looking panani-ish? For those who don't understand, that's some vagina shit. I think I'm lost, yo. Tell me what you're dealing with. Niggas rhymes be watered down like porn star glitterous. It's so ridiculous. You're sounding hideous. Come on. Talking tough, but be dressing on some wussy shit. Tight see-through shirt on some hard nipple shit. Fake Versace shades while all up in the club and shit. Fake Rolex that'll change the color of your arm and shit. Sports bras, halter tops, what the fuck is this? dudes be pulled out just to sell some record shit. They wanna be voice of the street, you see this bullshit? Wait, if you gon' have step in hip-hop, you need to stop. This here remains in the street, play push, you getting fucked. Go ahead, play yourself with them whole like hooks. Sing ballads if it's all about the Maxwell look. Mac makeup with a pair while I'm looking your cube. Fubu suit with Steve Madden boots, make me wanna puke. Fat farm shorts with a garter belt, looking like a whore. Or a purple bandana cause it matches your short. Now tell me what you rhyming for. This shit is all about flows, fuck a fashion show. Hip-hop 101, Professor Diggy, yo. And if you want it laid back, call Kenny Latimer. No disrespect to these men, cause I like R&B. But right here in my class, we learn to MC. It's all about the zigga-zigga, yeah, the scratcher cut. Graffiti art, jamming in the park, holding your nuts. Motherfuckers, I am hip-hop. I walk hip-hop. I talk hip-hop. I need hip-hop. I love hip-hop. I love hip-hop. B-boy round the clock, doing it non-stop. Flawless, Jiggy gon' hit you with the rawness. Pass me the mic and I'ma score it. And when we're done with it, me just toss it. But never force it.